There are a lot fewer two-parent families.
What's worth more, a dollar today or a dollar tomorrow?
Almost nobody gets out of love alive. Prisoners' rights is out of sight, out of mind.
Is your brain on God?
Hello.
Okay, so what I'm saying, okay, so again, like now you see what I mean about before words, because you said, yeah, we identify them as lions, but see, that's what I'm saying. If you just look at it, I'm talking about way before any words. We don't have to say anything. All we're doing is using that other sense, just to view. We're viewing what's going on. We're observing what's going on. We don't have to say anything. We have to say anything. We can identify just by viewing that this big ass male, or, and I'm using words, but this big ass male lion here, right? He seems to be the one that's, running things around here just from observing what's going on. We don't have to say a fucking thing, right? So when you come back to the transgender argument, I want to be clear. This is not me saying I hate transgenders and people who do that. That's not what I'm talking. They can do whatever it is that they want. Just, again, I said I'm not judgmental until it affects someone else. So now you're talking about changing what's natural. What I view as natural and can be proven if we look into anything in nature, right? You want to change that to some shit. You want me to accept changing that shit to something that's unnatural, and it's going to affect me too.
Since we're talking about natural, there has been, and you could probably look into it, I'll probably mess it up. There has been two things that I heard about. One about basically, there's a place, I think it's in the Dominican Republic. It's this village. And I guess it's a small village, there's some mix in the DNA, that there is a point where people who are grown up like little girls, it might be reversed, but I think basically they start growing, when they hit puberty, something happens within their body, which they start taking on the aspects of male, right? And then there's other figures where, I've heard about it before, that these women who don't get cramps. And then it's because they find out that later on, like you go to the doctor, that you still have actually some male genetic parts within you that actually, they don't get periods, I'm sorry. That since they have the male genetic parts, they don't have all the female parts, they still get a vagina and all that. But basically, it stops them from having periods because they still have some male aspects, Okay. You know what I mean? That does that. You know what I mean? And that is nature. That's natural. And I wonder if that kind of stuff can happen naturally within a body. What does that do to a mind state? Like, if you think about hormones, you think about, part of the reason why we probably think the way we think is probably because of testosterone, right? The reason why women think, why they think it's probably because of estrogen or something like that. You know what I mean? So, I kind of wonder what does that do to mentality, which is why I say I cannot necessarily think how somebody else would think.
Well, see here,
and I
okay.
can't necessarily always go by nature because, to subdue nature, especially how big nature is to subdue all these other variants and mutations that's out there. Regardless of how small they are, there are mutations out there.